everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because Sierra London is at the cafe with us on today. And guess what, guys? This is a pre-release exclusive. Okay, Sierra is giving you the lowdown on all things a hard habit to break. Let me just tell y'all. Okay, now are you guys super fans like I'm super fans? Because see, Sierra made me wait 2 years. Okay, I've been waiting about 2 years. Okay, I've been on the edge of my seat waiting 2 years for Noah's story. So I am just overjoyed. I am super duper excited, and I'm honored that Sierra is taking the time through her tour. Y'all, we helped start it off. She's doing a pre-release exclusive with us on today for our hard habit to break. We're gonna talk about the cover. We're going to talk all things Noah and Rachel, and we're going to try to get as much tea as we can get on today. Of course, guys, if you have not done so already, you ready? You know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because Sierra London is hanging out with us on today. And as we say here at the cafe, she may spill a little tea. She may spill a lot of tea, but I know one thing is true. There will be some tea that Sierra London will spill on today. Sierra, my friend, for those who may not know you, introduce yourself to the people today.
Well, thank you, first of all, for having me. I appreciate you having me back um, to the cafe because it has been a minute since I've been here. But like you said, I'm Sierra London. I've been writing now 11 years. I think this is book 48 for me.
I love that.
Yeah, thank God. And in the Calvary Brothers series, and I'm so happy to be here. I really am. It's This book has been a long time coming. It took a lot for me to pour it onto the page, y'all. Every book is different. I'll just say that now. Some take a little bit of like extra love. Some of them need a little bit more massaging. And so I massaged Rachel and Noah's story for a while. I travel the country with my husband, Mr. Awesome. If you've been on my page, that's how I refer to my husband. I have a color patch tabby named Free, who's actually on the cover of this book. So I had to include her because she's my little muse. Before
Ooh.
writing, I was a pediatric nurse practitioner in the Navy where I spent 23 years in service before I retired. And now I write full time. So that's me.
I love that, Sierra. I love that. And thank you for bringing us great stories. And thank you, Sierra, for bringing us a hard habit to break. Y'all, let me just tell you, we will be sharing with you in just a bit of how you can get your hands on a copy of it. You can definitely still pre-order this particular book as well. I'm super duper excited to be able to hold it into my hands. I was sharing with Sierra offline. I finished this book about 2 months ago. Okay, so I have just been overjoyed to be able to finally share about a hard habit to break and how good this book is. So, Sierra, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait, my friend. Now, let's get into it a little bit, Sierra, because you can see how excited I am, okay? First thing that I want to talk about is the title, okay? A hard habit to break. Oh my goodness. Now, while you was in your writing cave and while this story was marinating of Rachel and Noah, was this the working title or
Yes.
it later? Oh, it was.
No.
Okay.
This was the working title. And I was so surprised when the marketing team at Grand Central said they were going to keep this title.
I
Um,
love it.
yes, I really was. Now, what I will tell you is Rachel's role and Benji's role, he's a secondary character, changed in the book. So their
Really?
storyline changed. Yes, it did. It really did. For those of you all who have read the book or are going to read the book, I'll just say this. Rachel started out as considering being a nun.
Really? You are
Yes,
dropping, Sarah, you ain't playing. You come in dropping the tea. Now, so y'all, I didn't even
yes,
have that tea. I didn't
yes,
know the tea.
yes, yes. And my editor, God bless her, she was like, I like Rachel. She's like, I'm not sure how many women can relate to her as a nun. Like, we need to, we need to change that. I was like,
Look,
really?
just a little
Like,
bit.
Yeah, she like just a little bit. I was like, obviously, I must have been feeling something to do that, and I was like, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Oh my
especially a
goodness.
nun with a man like Noah,
Listen,
who's a charmer, y'all.
with a man like no. Listen, we don't talk about Noah. We don't talk about Noah, and y'all gonna find out why I am team Noah as well, guys. If you are just joining us, let me just tell you, if you have not done so already, I'm gonna need you to like, tag, and share because Sierra didn't come to play. Okay, she is already dropping tea about her book that comes out on August the 11th, A Hard Habit to Break. This is a pre-release exclusive, and she is giving us the exclusive for real on today. Now, Sierra, okay, so you don't spill the tea about this title. And spit a little bit of tea about Rachel's characteristics. Okay. Now
Yes,
I'm gonna talk about this cover because the cover is a little different from the first cover
it is.
in your first book. But tell us about this cover. I love it, by the way. And of course, I had to match the book cover. How did I do? How did I do?
We doing it. We doing it. Look, did we eat, y'all?
Yes,
Did we eat?
yes.
Look at me, looking like Rachel, and her with the blue
I
background. So
love it. I
we
love
doing
it. Got
it.
the hair down swinging. I love it. I love it. But tell us about this cover, Sierra, and what was it like for you when you saw your final cover? I know what it was like for me when you did your cover reveal, but for you as the author, what was that like?
So I could tell you, covers are challenging, y'all, especially when you're working with a marketing team and they have an idea of how they see the characters. But keep in mind, I've been spending time with these characters for a couple of years, so
Yeah.
I know how they look to me, right?
Yes.
And so the first cover, I will say, Noah, the avatar they had of Noah looked like he could live maybe a couple of paper towels if they was wet. Maybe, but I'm not sure. They might have had to be dry. He was scrawny. I was like, that doesn't look
That's
like a Calvary man.
no. And
I was like, he just doesn't. He just doesn't.
yeah.
And Rachel had the look, but her dress didn't fit the persona of the Rachel who was coming back home after having
Ooh.
lived in the big city.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it took a couple of iterations to get to this cover, and I'll tell you, they sent me a pink background with these same characters, a green one, and a blue one. And when
Uh-huh.
I saw these two characters on that blue background, I was like,
Yes. Yeah,
this,
y'all. The blue
yes,
does it. Yeah, and then you got the
yes,
pop of color with Rachel, and then the blue and the suspenders for
yes,
his fighter suit. Oh, what y'all? Let me
yes.
tell you. Listen, they nailed it. This is it. This is the cover.
Yes, yes, they really did. So the cover designers at Grand Central have been really receptive to my input, and I'm so thankful for that because I was like, y'all we gotta create a cover that I'm proud to share, like that's yummy to me first.
Yeah.
So this cover was very yummy to me. Like I was like, this is just a beautiful cover. I love these colors. And I always put together a collage of what the characters look like to me. I mean, all the way down to like what they sleep in, what they may wear when they off, what I think they drive, what their dress shoes would look like, what their casual
Oh.
look like, how they would wear their hair at different events. Like I do that for my hero and my heroine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this particular book, Noah's cabin is so important that I actually gave them like a sketch of what I thought his cabin looked like as well and service. And so I thought they did a really great job of pulling it together.
I love that. I love that. And y'all, let me tell you, if you have not read the book, yes, the Noah's Cabin, it's a character in itself and it has so much meaning, this cabin as well. So Sierra, thank you so much for sharing that with us as well. And let me see, Jennifer says she downloaded a book to read because of the cover. I know that's right. Listen, honey, we will buy a book just on the cover
Yes.
for real, for real. Hey,
Me
Mama
too.
Tony, thank you so much for joining us on today. We have Jennifer Copeland hanging out with us today. Let's see, we have Midnight hanging out with us on today. Thank you guys
Yay.
for joining us. Midnight says, happy book birthday, Sierra. as well. Let's see. Jennifer Copeland is hanging out with us. Let's see. Mama Tony. We have lots of people. JB in the house hanging
Yes,
out with us on today as well. And guys, of course, we are celebrating with Siera London. She is gracing us with her presence, guys, for a pre-release exclusive. Let me tell you, go tell your bookish friends that Siera London is spilling the tea. We are getting the exclusive, the pre-release day exclusive as well. Now, Siera, let me just tell you, I am overjoyed. And y'all, Siera know, like offline, we have had conversations. She knows from the cover reveal, I was so there. I was so ready for
yes,
this book as well. And I
me
had
too.
the opportunity of reading an arc of this book as well. And as I share with you guys, it's so good. And I'm so excited for you guys to enjoy this book as much as I did. Now, Siera, I want to ask you this, okay? Because, of course, this is a part of a series, and this is book 2 in the series. But for a hard habit to break. If
Yes.
you can share with us, what was that spark that you knew that Noah and Rachel's story would be second, would be the book that's in the middle, and that you kind of knew what their story was going to be about? Now, you did share that you kind of changed Rachel's character arc a little
Mhm.
bit, but
Right.
outside of that, what was that spark to say, you know what, it's Noah and Rachel's time?
That's a great question. So the first book was the oldest brother, which is Eli and Anne Marie. And you meet all three of the boys, the Calvary brothers, in book one, right? So you meet Eli, Tobias is the middle brother, and then Noah. And I think for me, Tobias is a slower burn character compared to his brother, compared to his older brother and his younger brother. Like he's the middle son. And
Yeah.
so I wanted to give his character more time to marinate with the reader.
Oh, come
So
on,
yeah,
Marinate.
yeah. So you see him in book one, and you know Tobias, he's always about you ain't never lied. Like he is a man
Yes,
that is very observant.
very. Okay,
Yes,
very guys with a capital
yes,
O. Okay.
yes, yes, yes. And then in book two, you get more hints about Tobias's character, y'all. So Tobias loves to read. He's always been bookish. He loves to
Yes.
read, yes, and he also reads romance novels.
Woo,
And
yes.
so, and he gives
Bias.
advice based on the novels he reads. And his brothers like be shooting back, like you need to hush up because you out of the three of us, you the one who don't date and ain't got no woman and always giving romance book advice. So shut it up. Like we don't want to hear nothing you learned at a conference. So and all my friends online can relate because I've met like Mama Tony, JB, like we've met midnight, we've met at different bookish events. So they can relate, right? And they know we be talking all kinds of romance up in those conferences from
Yes.
sweet and no heat to all the way on the opposite end of the spectrum. So
Yes.
Tobias got a lot of book knowledge about romance. And Noah is so smooth from book one. He is
Listen.
so
Yes.
smooth from book one. Like he flirts with everybody. Like that's his default setting.
Yes.
Yes. And so he has a very larger than life personality. And I really needed to bring someone into Noah's life that knew him way back when.
Way
Because,
back.
yes, because he's such a confident man. He's
Yeah.
so sure about what he wants. He's so
Mhm.
sure about the way he does things that
Oh,
he
yeah.
needs a woman like Rachel that met him at a very vulnerable point to call him to heal and to a certain extent. I want
Listen.
to say
And
heal, but for you to see the really vulnerable side of a man who is uber confident, almost bordering on arrogant to a certain extent. Like he is
mhm.
a woman that has seen him in every aspect of his life.
Yeah, yeah. And y'all, let me tell you, when Sierra say like way back, I'm talking like elementary school playground, like way back. That's what we
Ooh,
talking about. Okay, like next door neighbors playing at the creek. Okay,
yes,
way back. Okay.
yes,
So again, they have this relationship that's just, oh my goodness. And Sierra, that leads me into this quote from the book. Okay, oh, this is a perfect segue. So I want you to spill a little bit of tea. Um, because there's a point in the book where they're having a conversation.
Mhm.
And she says, hold on, I'm trying to find it. Oh my goodness, Sierra, where is that line? Because I was like, we got to talk about it. We have to talk about it. Oh my goodness.
As they say in church, take your time, baby. Take your time.
Oh my goodness, Sierra.
Because there are a lot of quotes in this
Yes.
book, because Rachel and Noah see life so differently, even though they're
Yeah.
in the same small town. Their experiences, even though he's the boy next door to the girl next door, right? Like
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
that's a part of the trope in this. But they had very different experiences. And
Yeah.
they even remember, or what's important to them about childhood is very different for the both
They
of
do. They do. And Sierra, keep talking because I want to find that line. But while I'm looking for that line, I want for you to tell us a little bit because this story blends romance, it blends a little bit of rivalry, it it blends community building. So for
them.
you, what was that like for you as the writer?
So this story, now you talk about spilling tea. So this story is truly my type of catnip. Okay. So
Ooh,
I am the type of writer and the type of person who really values community. And it doesn't matter the type of community. Like for me, this right here, romance, my romance friends, my bookish friends, this is a community. My military friends, that's another community. My part of town out east in Jacksonville, that's a community, right? So I feel like for me, community has shaped me and it continues to shape me. And so I like for community to press in on characters. I like for community to remind characters how it influenced them, how it shaped them. And you see that play out in Noah and Rachel's story. You even see for Rachel, this is a kid who left home and came back. And so for her, that community influence isn't quite as sharp, It's like
yeah,
that faded pictures, right? That faded picture
yeah,
on the glass for her. And so coming home for these 2 weeks, the book happens over a 2 week period. She
yeah.
is reminded of this community that helped to shape her, right?
Oh yeah. And
Yes,
see, like, it's a lot that goes down in that 2 weeks.
yes, yes, it is. As often is when we go home. How many times we go home and we like, I'm only staying 3 days. There's a reason for that, right? Like I'm only gonna be here for the weekend. I mean,
Yes,
everybody
yes.
better be up at 6 with your donut and a juice box, and we in the car, right? So because community coming home, it does start to press in on you, right? Like you see everybody you want to see, and you stay 4 days, you start seeing people you don't want to see.
Listen, listen. And Sierra, I found the quote that we have to talk about, and it leads it's perfect for it's perfect for that segue of what you was just talking about of how they kind of grew up together. And
Yeah.
Mama Tony said because they saw things differently, maybe that's why this story was so hard for her to kind of get into because they did kind of see things differently. But it comes together. It comes
Yes.
together. So Sierra, when I read this, I was like, "Oh my goodness, we got to talk about it." So Rachel and Noah, y'all, they're having a moment, okay? They're having a moment, and she says to him, or she says to herself, these are her thoughts. She was like, "This wasn't the kid telling her he wanted her to be his wife." And if you read the book, you know what happened when they were children, where he told her that she was going to be his wife and he gave her like these little trinkets and stuff. Um, so this wasn't the kid telling her he wanted her to be his wife. This was the man begging her to be his lady. I was like, Sierra London, let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So it's amazing how much slip your own mind about your book. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay. But what I will say, this is such an important moment for Rachel and for Noah, because if
Yes.
you met Noah as a kid, Noah is a person who likes trophies.
Listen, okay?
He likes
He's all about the
trophies.
win.
He is all about the win. And so when you are like that, and so I was in the military for, like I said, 23 years. And in the military, we compete. I don't care what it is you do, you are competing for the next rank. I am a nurse, right? I am trained to save lives. I'm competing with the nurse next to me, because there's only so many people that can go from rank to rank, right? And make it to the top.
Yeah.
Even if you're a chaplain, right? A person of faith, you are competing for the next rank. So, and I think sometimes connecting with people like that can be challenging if you
Mhm.
aren't a natural competitor, because people who
Mhm.
are natural competitors tend to do very well in the military, right? Because you don't get tired of it, you get fueled by it. And so Noah is fueled by competition. And like I said, Rachel's been knowing him a long time. And so she knows this about him. So to recognize this shift in him, from this kid who claimed her at 6, to this man now stepping down out of that competition, out of
Oh
that
yeah.
I know I can win her, to this man who's saying, see my heart. Like, I'm not doing this because I want your love to be on a shelf. This is
Mm,
not trophy love. This isn't
no.
me saying, I told you I was going to get the girl.
Right.
Right. This is the man saying, I need you just
Yeah.
as you are in my life, because,
Yeah.
yes, I am better with you than I am without you.
Yes.
And this
Yes.
is new for Noah.
Yes, y'all, because Noah, there are some moments, y'all, that Noah has to get vulnerable. Okay, he has to get very
Yes.
vulnerable and lay it on the line. And one of the things that I want to talk about, Sierra, is that I'm deeming you. Okay, I'm deeming you the queen of the slow burn, y'all. Let me tell you, Sierra London books in this Cavalry Brother series. The slow burn be slow burning. The slow burn is so necessary. The slow burn, oh my goodness, it's perfect. I mean, I can imagine in both the first book, Fake It Till You, what was it, Fake It Till You Make It, and then this one, a hard habit to break. I couldn't imagine this being like the instant spark, even though this one is, second chance, friends, some more. The slow burn just works for it. So for my slow burn girlies, this is it. Okay, this is it. As well. Now, Sarah, let's talk about these characters a little bit. And of course, she's gonna read a little snippet for us as well. But first of all, Service, okay, that's the town, guys, a small town. That is
Yeah.
a character in itself as well. So you got Service as a character, Noah's Cabin is a character, and then there's all these other amazing characters as well.
Yeah.
But for you, Sierra, what is it about Service and just writing small town and the small town dynamics that Sierra London enjoys?
Yes. So service is important to me. And I'll tell you why. And I've said this before, but I feel like as a reader, okay, so this is Sierra London as the author, kind of stepping back, but I feel like as a reader, there's this mindset that small town doesn't belong to all of us, right?
Ooh.
That small town romances are white, right? They're all very affluent. They have everything that they need and want. You got the cute little bake shop. You have the bed and breakfast. You have the coffee shop. You have like all of these things. And until somebody dies, that's when the struggle comes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Service is a small town. The Calvarys are a biracial family. Their mom is black.
Mm-hmm.
Their dad, Levi's white. Um, um, and this town is a real small town. I have spent most of my life, adult life, in small towns. And when you talk about small towns, we have limited resources, we have limited jobs. Y'all, when the hurricane come in Florida, we have like 2 gas stations. Everybody done put gas in every little water bottle they can find, every empty container. The gas stations run out of gas. The grocery stores are empty. Everything is not plentiful, right? So Service is a real small town with a diverse cast of characters, and they all contribute to the success of the town. but in
Mhm.
different ways. Like you'll remember in book one, like we had a character that had an alcohol problem. Like we got to deal with that in small towns, and we don't have a lot of resources, right, to treat people. In this town, we're talking about housing, we're talking about health care, all these things that weigh in on small towns that what
Yeah.
bring jobs in or send jobs away. So
Mhm.
service is very important to me because it unpacks some of the issues that we really deal with in small towns. And I wanted service to feel more authentic. Like I want it to be a place you want to be to visit, but it's
Yeah.
not idyllic in that regard. Like they have
Yeah.
real small town issues that the characters address, even if it's secondary to their romance,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
still dealing with small town issues.
I love that. I love that. And you did that in book one as well. There was some
Yeah.
issues that they had to deal with as well as in book two as well. And in book two, guys, they have to do a little bit of community building. Okay. There is some community building that has to be done. So we talked about the town of service, okay, as a character. Let's get into some of these side characters. Okay. First of all, my friend. Y'all, find out about friend. Okay, friend is Benji. Okay, Benji shows up on the page. I don't know if they're ready for Benji. I don't know if they are ready for Benji Sierra. What can you tell us about Benji? I'm gonna say one word. It's several words. That football game. But what can you tell us about Benji?
What I love about Rachel comes home with a friend, y'all. And he is a friend. You know what I love about Benji? He's just as bold as Noah on Rachel's
Listen,
behalf.
listen,
He
Benji,
is.
y'all, you
Yes.
are you gonna fall in love with Benji, but
Yes.
honey,
Yes.
Benji, he has Rachel's best interest in mind, and honey, that's his friend, and
Yes.
nobody messes with his friend, not even Noah. Okay.
Yes. He is a man of action, and he's a foil for Noah because they both are men of action.
Yes.
But yes, but Benji is a man who's not afraid to say how he feels. He puts it out
No.
there, and what he sees is what he says.
Yes. And he's smart, y'all. He's intelligent, and
Oh,
oh my goodness, he's so skillful and resourceful. He's just a great friend to Rachel as well. Y'all, let me tell you, you will fall in love with friend too. Okay, so that's Benji. Now we have to talk. Okay, now I was cracking up because I was like Sierra and these double names. Okay, so you got friend, y'all. Y'all see that right there? That's Clam. Okay, that is
yeah,
Clam. Clam shows up, and Clam has lots of personality. What can
yeah.
you tell us about Clam, honey?
So Clam
Clam is
Clam,
protective. I know that.
yeah. So Clam is based on my own cat. So I am the cat lady. I do have a cat. She's been with me for 13 years. I got her when I retired from the Navy, and her name is Free, like Bree. And her name is Free because the older cats were free on Black Friday at the shelter. And so I got her on Black Friday from the animal shelter when they were giving away older cats for free. So her name is Free. And she is very vocal where she wants to be. And I don't mean like a little cute meow. I mean like meow, like back up. Like, okay, like I have something to say. And she spends so much time in my lap when I'm writing because I tend to write with my feet up in a recliner more so than at a desk. Yes, I know everybody's process is crazy, but I write my books with my feet up at my desk. I mean, with my feet up in a recliner, but I revise them at a desk. And I don't know why my process is like that, but it is. If I sit at a desk while I'm writing, I get anxious. So I'm better with my feet up.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to bring this series, every book has a pet in it, and I just couldn't leave my own pet out. And so Noah is such a man's kind of man, right? And so to pair him with this little furball cat, a little furball female cat at that, yes, and his handle on Instagram and TikTok is Tomcat Noah. So yes, so to pair him with a cat who's loud, not charming at all, is very intrusive. Yeah,
Yeah,
just kind of fit the
yes.
part for him and Rachel. But I love King
Yeah,
Clan.
I love that. Now, Sierra, speaking of some of the characters in the book, is there a character that surprised you the way they showed up on the page? Like you were thinking one way, you were writing one way, and they was like, no, 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 this is how I'm showing up. Is
Yes.
there a character that did that in this book?
Yeah, actually, there are a couple of characters that did that. So Noah
Oh,
has a best friend named Pete. And
you see my
Pete,
face.
yes, and Pete's role when it comes to shaping his influence on the relationship was more than I had anticipated when I started writing.
Really?
Yes, very much so. I was surprised with how much Pete had to say once I start writing. Because when I write, I'm a fast drafter, so I write my stories in about 2 weeks, but it takes me months to clean them up. But I
Okay.
write the initial story very, very fast.
Okay.
Um, so he is not how he started. Also, Benji is a lot more Team Rachel than I envisioned him at first. I knew
Okay.
that, yes, I knew that he would come home with her. I knew that they had worked together. But I had said that Rachel was in the previous iteration was considering going, to the convent, and Benji had been in the ministry, and so
Yeah.
yes, and so y'all know they totally changed. If you read this book, that's
Yeah. They
out
listen.
the
The
window.
character arc for both of them has changed.
Yes, woo, out the window. So there's that, and also Bethany. So Bethany
Mm,
became more of a central part of this story than I ever imagined. Because when I
really?
first, yes, I took Bethany and kind of spun it on her head. Because originally I thought there would be more tension between them. You have a daughter coming home for her father's wedding to a woman that she really, doesn't know as much about as much as she would like. And so I thought there would be more tension between them, but it's not. And I was kind of grateful for that, um, because we see so often like this, like tension between like mother-in-laws and wives and sons and wives
Mm.
and and mothers and the son's wife, and I'm like, do we really want to do that? Because we see that enough. Like, do we want to lean in differently into these female relationships? And so I hope that readers will come to appreciate all the different types of women in this story and how they relate
Yeah.
to each other, from Rachel to Penelope Penn to Leah Calvary to Bethany, like all these, to Cheyenne, like there's all
Yes.
these different types of women
Yes.
in this
Yes.
story. And they all, they tell you a little bit about different pieces of womanhood.
Yeah, yeah, they sure do. They sure do. Guys, if you just joined us, we are celebrating with Sierra London for a pre-release exclusive. She is spilling the tea about a hard habit to break. We will be sharing with you in just a bit how you can get your hands on a copy of this story as well. Now, Sierra, I know they ready. I know they are ready for just a little snippet, just a little bit of a hard habit to break. I'm going to allow you, my friend, to kind of set the scene, set the tone, set the stage,
Okay.
and you can start when you're ready.
Okay, so I am going to do this. So this book opens with a prologue, and it's a unique prologue because the kids are 6, and I wanted to start here because Noah is such a strong character. Like, he is very confident, and
Oh yeah.
sometimes women and men can take that the wrong way. But I wanted you to see the type of foundation that was poured into
Mhm.
Noah as a kid, because then I think you can relate to his journey coming full circle from this kind of super confident, borderline arrogant, kind of football typist, star athlete, firefighter, hero guy, to this man and what love looks like for him, and
Yeah.
recognizing not just what love looks like, but what true friendship looks
Yes.
like,
Oh
right?
my goodness, Sierra. The
True
journey, the
friendship.
journey.
Yes. So to me, as the writer, I felt it was important to see Noah as a child, and just as important to see Rachel as a child, because they're both six, but they're very different 6-year-olds. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm
Yeah.
gonna start there, and y'all, I won't be able to see it in the book, so I have to pull it up on the screen. So I'm gonna kick over, so y'all won't. I won't be able to see Angela. So let me try and pull. So the
That's okay, and
scene,
I'll hold up the book cover while
yeah.
you're reading as well, guys. If you are
So
just joining us, while Sierra is pulling it up to give us a little snippet, we are talking with Sierra London. Her new book that's hot off the press. It is called A Hard Habit to Break. We'll be sharing with you in just a bit of how you can get your hands of a copy of this amazing, amazing story, and of course, we'll share also how you can get book one if you haven't read book one as well. And Sierra, we're ready when you are. Mhm.
okay, so this is a scene where it's almost like the first meet cute. When you meet Noah and Rachel, they're six, and Noah has been through something that's very significant in his life
Yeah,
that shapes his life. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
we can hear you.
Okay. And so he has run down to the waterfall, which is at the back of the Calvary's land. And Rachel's family lives on the other side of the creek, basically, the plunging pool, which is at the bottom of the waterfall. So Noah finds Rachel there, and she asks him why he's crying. And he says, I lost the football game. It's my birthday, and my papa left and went to glory, I think, he muttered, using the toe of his cleat to dislodge a rock. He didn't want to cry, but he couldn't stop the flow down his cheeks. Huh. I'm sorry, Noah. Cry as much as you want. Her voice went soft, um, making it hard to hear her above the downpour of the falls. He used the back of his hand to wipe away his tears. Why did you say it like that? She shrugged and went back to piling mud on top of a small mound she'd gathered. Her palms slapped harder than before on the brownish goo. My mom went to glory already. When grown-ups go there, she pointed one caked on muddy finger at the sky. They don't come back. I know that. I'm not stupid, he said, trailing his finger under his nose before wiping the wetness on the back of his uniform pants, hoping she had noticed. Noah learned pretty quick that girls avoided nose pickers. It's just that my grandpa was my biggest fan. Your biggest fan? Like your country music star? Her voice tweaked up a little bit as if she was questioning his statements. Yeah, excepting for football. Well, she stood up and walked over to him. If you stop crying, I'll be your biggest fan. With the back of his hand, he wiped down the wetness covering his cheek. You do that for me? Sure. What do I have to do? Well, he said, thinking about his requirements, Papa hadn't asked. He just was. You have to cheer me on at the games and even over the phone. And you have to scream the loudest, but not in the phone. And you have to always celebrate when I win. Well, how often do you win? All the time except for today. That's why my papa went to glory, he trailed off. Now that your biggest fan, what are you gonna give me? Noah patted his pockets. They were empty except for a stick of gum, which he treated himself to on games days. Tobias had warned that too many sweets could ruin his teeth, and Noah had taken to brushing them twice a day because he didn't want to lose them too. He had saved his month's allowance, but he didn't want to give his money to Rachel. Then an idea came to him. My dad always says, happy wife, happy life. You could be my wife. A wife? That's when I grow up. What do I get right now? My mama wears a ring. Well, you got a ring? No, he said, exasperated. I don't have a ring. She put her hands on her hips. Well, Noah Calvary, what do you have? I got a stick of gum, he said, unsure if it was enough to earn her loyalty. She held out her hand. I'll take it. He reached for his pocket, then thought better of it. There wasn't a clean spot on Rachel. You should probably wash up first. She moved on long legs, longer than his, to the water. Let's say I'm really good at being your biggest fan, she said, running her wet hands down the front of her jeans, ignoring the water that was dripping onto her cowboy boots. Then what do I get? She held out cleaner hands, and Noah gave up the sweet gum he had saved for himself. If you're really good, then a wife needs a house. I'll build your house right here. A house and a ring, she repeated his promise, and a cat. I like cats because they get to roam without a leash, but they always come back home. I'll stop right there.
Okay, y'all, that prologue is the cutest. And she just dropped some Easter eggs moving forward when they're in their adult years. She just listed some things. So if you was paying attention, she actually spilled some tea about what is going to go down when they get older and it's time for them to, for real, act out these things. So, oh my goodness, Sierra, thank you. That clip was perfect. Guys, she spilled a whole lot of tea in that clip as well. That's just a little bit of a hard habit to break. And of course, we're going to be sharing with you in just a moment of how you can get your hands on a copy of it. Now, Sierra, of course, my friend, we have to play a quick round of rapid fire, and then we're going to spin it into this or that, a hard habit to break. Rosie, yes, this book is so good. Rosie was like, oh, y'all, let me tell you, what are you waiting for? If you have not gotten your copy of A Hard Habit to Break, this is a story that you would definitely enjoy. Jennifer Copeland said that she loved it. Letitia said, I love the way Rachel bargains. I know, right? Noah has
Yes.
no idea what he is in for as well. So, Sierra, rapid fire. Song, a song that fits Rachel and Noah. What's their song? A song that fits Rachel and Noah.
Um, my weakness, yes, my
Oh,
weakness, by Danita.
oh, okay. Come on, song. All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Noah in one word.
Oh, every man.
Ooh, Rachel in one word.
Oh boy. I want to say all encompassing. Can I have a hyphen in that?
Sure.
Complete.
Now we're gonna put them together. Rachel and Noah in one word. What would you say
Yeah. In one word,
for both of
whole,
them together?
whole,
Hmm?
whole.
Ooh, oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, who apologized first, Rachel or Noah?
Noah.
Okay, this or that, a hard habit to break edition, Sierra. Are you ready?
I guess so. Mm.
Okay, firefighter grit or architect precision?
Architect precision.
Okay, community meeting productive or community meeting dramatic?
Dramatic.
Well, and y'all, if you've read the book, honey, you know all the dramatics, okay?
Yes, dramatic.
Homecoming. Homecoming sweet, homecoming complicated.
Homecoming complicated.
Ooh, yes. Local diner or local bar.
Local bar.
Okay. Festival night or quiet porch swing.
Ooh. I'm feeling like a swing.
That's Sierra. Thank you so much for doing a round of this or that for us. A hard habit to break. Guys, let me tell you, the time goes by so fast. We've had an amazing time hanging out and celebrating with Sierra London. A hard habit to break. It is available hot off the press. We'll be sharing with you in just a bit. So hold tight. But before we do that, of course, there is a giveaway. I'm going to allow Sierra to share with us what our giveaway is going to be on today.
Yes. So I am giving away a 3-pack, right? So you're going to get Fake It Till You Make It, which is book one, signed by me. I recently did an in conversation with Dylan Allen, writing as Lucy Wilson Tago. You're going to get a signed copy of her book.
Ooh.
Yes, you are going to get custom swag for A Hard Habit to Break, and you're going to get a little special luggage tag of Hard Habit to Break as well.
I love it. Did y'all hear about this giveaway? I am super excited for it. Sierra London is going to help me. I am getting ready to go up and down the comment section, and Sierra is going to tell me when to stop, and that person will be the winner of this amazing giveaway. Okay, Sierra, give me one moment. Let me get everything together, my friend. Let's see. Okay, I am ready when you are.
Stop.
Okay. Rosie Harvey, you are the winner today,
Oh,
my friend. Thank you for joining us. If you will inbox me your information, I'll be sure to get that over to Sierra London so you can get your giveaway on today as well. So, congratulations to
yes,
you and for
congratulations.
everyone else. Let me just tell you guys, I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on a copy of A Hard Habit to Break. Sierra is getting ready to share with us how you can get your hands on a copy. But before she does, I want to let you know that, of course, guys, your indie bookstores, support your indie bookstores. And page 158 in my area, of course, you can order it online as well. I will be putting their information in the comment section because you can get a copy from page 158 Books in Wake Forest, North Carolina. I got my copy from page 158 Books as well. They have it hot off the press, so I'll be sharing that. In addition, Sierra, where else can they get a copy of A Hard Habit to Break?
Okay, I am so glad that you mentioned indie bookstores because I think there were 5 indie bookstores that partnered with me. And if you order from indie bookstores, you will actually get a custom print, you get a custom bookmark, and you get a custom sticker that says, "My blackness is not a me problem," which is really important
Ooh,
when you talk about Rachel, right? And her being like on the very fair end of the diaspora, right?
yes.
So yes, and that's Resist Books in Petersburg, Virginia. New Romantics in Orlando, Florida. Steamy Lit in Orlando, Florida. The wait a minute, the Readers Book Venue, or is it the Book Readers Venue? That's in Texas. And
Huh?
then there is Chapters and Coast, which is a mobile bookstore in South Florida. But if you order from any of them, you will get custom all the custom swag items. And if you're on this call tonight and you want it, you can also send me a message. And once I get all that out, I will send some to you. Whatever I have left, I can send it out to the readers that are here online. Because I thank you all so much for joining in for the pre-launch. So I want you to be a
I
part of the
love that.
celebration
Did
and
y'all
get
hear that? So again, if you are interested in that, if you want to either you can DM me, I can make sure that I get it to Sierra as well. If you want to DM her as well, of course, guys, support our indie bookstores. We'll make sure to drop links in the comment section so you'll know where to get it. But it's also, guys, wherever books are sold
yes,
as well. Of course, you can go to Amazon and all the other places as well.
yes.
But support our indie bookstores and get you a copy. It is available in ebook and it is available in print. So whatever suits your fancy. Yes, go ahead, Sierra.
I have to say this, so because I'm so grateful for my publisher, because I know many of y'all know that I'm vision impaired, and I don't do much live reading anymore. You saw I was on the struggle bus, even on the computer. But this book, if you get it at Barnes and Noble, is available in large print, which is a huge win. So it's available in large print plus regular print size in paperback, and it's also available in audiobook. And the audiobook is absolutely fabulous. So for
I
all
love
those
that.
credits that you have out there, whether it's Google Play or Libro
Yes,
or
utilize
Audible,
your audiobook credits and
yes,
get you a
use
copy of
those
the
credits.
audiobook.
You will not be disappointed. The advanced audiobook listeners, they are just flooding my inbox going, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so easy to follow. I finished it so quickly. You can also go on my website at sierralondonauthor.com if you wanted to get another rundown of those indie bookstores that have partnered with me. Just go to my website and they're there on the first page.
I love that, guys. Sierra has shared with us how you can get your hands on a copy of A Hard Habit to Break. And not only that, guys, it's available in all three formats: audiobook, ebook, and print. So, whatever suits your fancy, you can enjoy a copy of A Hard Habit to Break as well. Sierra, I have had an amazing time celebrating with you on your pre release day as well. Thank you for stopping by the cafe, my friend. And of course, we have to allow you the last words of what you want to say to the people. But before you do that, Sierra, please share with us how can we stay connected with you?
Yes. Okay. So my website, I do put out newsletters. So if you go to my website, sierralondonauthor.com, and that's Sierra with one R because there's only one of me. Um, you can sign up for my newsletter. That's the best way because I love social media, but social media does not belong to me.
Mhm.
And they can take it away if they want to. So, but you can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I also have a reader group, Sierra London Starlets, on Facebook, and you're welcome to join there. And I'm also on BookBub. Like if you want to just stay up to date, with what's coming out in my catalog, because the next book, The Romance Con, is coming next year. So
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. So yeah, you could connect with me there, and then tomorrow. Can I say where I'll be tomorrow?
Mhm, yes.
So tomorrow, I'm already in the DC area, but I'll be at East City Bookshop for my launch party. And the beautiful thing is, it's in person and online. So you can go to East City Bookshop or to my website, and you can register to join the launch party. And you can view it online, or you can come down in person. And I'll be in conversation with Inez Johnson and Avery Flynn.
I love that. I love that. Well, guys, let me just tell you also, you can go to Siera's website. You can go to her social media pages and find out where she's going to be, a city near you. Come out and see her in person as well. Of course, guys, if you're in the DC area on tomorrow, go out and see her in person. Sierra just also shared that you can see it virtually as well, too. Siera, I am super duper excited about this book. I'm so proud of you, so excited for you as well. And of course, again, we want to allow you the last words of what you want to say to the people tonight.
Yeah, I will say I hope you fall in love with these characters. I use a lot of humor to really unpack some really difficult topics in this
Yeah,
book.
yeah,
Um, these are two very different types of people, and I will say Noah and Rachel are both very strong personalities, and I think that's why it was so important to see them as children, so you could see their foundation. So
yeah,
I love reading that conversation between them. And what I love about Rachel in particular is Rachel poses that question that many women ask as we go through different phases of our life. Can I have it all? Can I have the career? Can I support my community? And can I have companionship? Like, can I have all three? Or do I have to give something up? Right?
well, yeah,
Yes. And so she is dealing with that. She's tackling that in her own way. And you learn, like, all these things that's going through her head are questions that I've asked myself as a career woman, a woman that worked outside the home. But even if you work inside the home, that's still a choice, right? And there are things that you have to balance, between your career in your home, outside of your home, what you're doing for your community. And I say that specifically to women because women do build communities. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
women build communities. Women mobilize faster than any other group, especially Black women. We mobilize fast to help our churches, our schools, our political candidates, our children, shoot, selling candy, selling cookies. It don't matter. We mobilize.
Yes.
So, yes. And so I really wanted to bring that to the page with Rachel in just 2 weeks. Look at her mobilizing. Look at
Oh,
what
yeah,
she does. Look at the impact that she has. Like, I don't
yeah.
want that to be minimized, especially at a time such as this, where we have
Oh, yeah.
so many people trying to define where Black women in particular should be,
Mhm.
what we give,
Yeah.
what we don't give, where we don't belong. And
Mhm.
Rachel, as a character, pushes back against all of that.
Yes, yes, guys, there you have it. A Hard Habit to Break by Sierra London. Hot off the press. Again, thank you so much, Sierra, for joining us on today. And last question for you, my friend. A
Yes.
hard habit to break in 3 words.
Oh, goodness. Um, Community,
Mhm.
healing,
Mhm.
self determination.
Self determination. I love that, guys. There you have it. That's our show on today. Thank you so much, Sierra, for joining us on today, guys. Go out, support our girl, Sierra London. Get you a copy of A Hard Habit to Break. Once you guys read it, leave Sierra London a review. I know she would be so appreciative of that. Not only that, guys, tell a friend to tell a friend about this. Book clubs, this is a great story for you guys to read as well. If you see it out while you are out and about, of course, take a picture, tag
Yeah.
Sierra as well. Get a copy for yourself, get a copy for a friend. But all in all, enjoy a copy of A Hard Habit to Break. Sierra, from us here at Angel's Literary Cafe, we wish you a happy, happy, happy release day, pub week as well of your new book. And we hope that it's just amazing while you're on tour tour as well. And we hope that everyone enjoys a hard habit to break. And there is great conversation and things to talk about in this book as well. Guys, that's our show on today. And as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day because we are having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. But in the meantime, get you a copy of A Hard Habit to Break. Bye bye.
Thank you, friends. Thank y'all so much for showing up. Thank you, Angela.